All right, hello there everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you my first and second roller coaster I ever made in FVD, which is force vector design, and I have another video explaining kind of how to work it, so I'll put a card up in the screen now. Anyway, why should you care about my first two roller coasters? Well, the rides themselves are bad to possibly mediocre, albeit too intense. So, the reason you should care is because the process I went through in making these and the lessons you can see when you look at the track shaping can give you guys perspective on how to pick up FVD on your own, or just how I like to approach learning this kind of software and other CAD softwares. So, in general, I had known about FVD for about 6 months before I ever downloaded it or installed it, because I didn't have a Windows machine until very recently. So, I had hand sketched a few graphs for different elements that I was really hoping when I plugged those graphs into FVD and actually moved them into the computer, I would get the resulting element I wanted. In this case, this wave turn type off-axis airtime hill is one of them. It seems it's pretty standard nowadays, and I wanted to mess around with it. So, this first coaster overall was me goofing around pretty late at night and just figuring out what I could make and how to best control the rate of rolls, sliders, and graphs, since those, I believe, are the most difficult for new users. Then we came over here. I started making a little rocket coaster, just having some fun with downhill wave turns, which honestly I think this would be a cool element if this crux wasn't so tight. And then I started moving over into some other stuff, goofing around, trying things out. And for anyone trying FVD, you can feel really comfortable making a lot of things, and then you show up and try to make a heartline roll. Those are going to be hard, but remember, laterals are your friend. They exist in rides. They can exist as accents in things like airtime hills. See, this one curves a little bit to the right to give a secondary force for riders. But in making things like this, a heartline roll, you're so used to it in the ride thinking, oh my goodness, I'm getting tugged out of my seat, that when you're entering a slow-mo roll like this, for that 90-degree part and for this 90-degree part, you're being pulled with about 1G downwards to the ground. So remember that when you make things like this. And with that 2 minutes of dialogue out of the way, let's get right into it and show you what these two rides are all about.